I missed you guys a lot. Welcome, the Warchief of Light is live. We get another epic night of gaming, ass-kicking, nerding out, and having fun. Hi, my name's Peebs, but you lovely people are more than welcome to call me Peebs. It has felt like forever. For two reasons. One, once you get out of a routine, it really like kicks you in the head like, oh my goodness, has it been that long? And two, dude, the amount of shenanigans going on in the Final Fantasy XIV community in the week and a half that I took off. I mean, I'm here for it. I loved the Twitter adventures, but y'all couldn't wait. Either way, let's get into it. We're gonna have some fun. This is gonna be a get back to basics. We're gonna have a great night. Final Fantasy XIV. Let's go. Hello, hi, how are you? I hope y'all having a legendary night. I am tired, but functional. It would seem that my screen is a little bit slow. My display showing me what's going on. It should be loaded. Oh no, maybe it's doing silly things. I don't think so. Are you doing the thing? You are doing the thing. Great. So let me get the sound back on. Because usually when I play, I know Yoshi P would be so mad. I play with the sound off because I'm usually... Okay, it's a little loud. Bear with me, 8 seconds. Oh, nice. No, stop it. There we go. We love that. As you can see, I was less than prepared, but that's okay. We're here. We're about to have some fun. Yeah. So today we are taking it chill. We are going to do some of the days. We're going to do the Valentione Day. I had to practice saying it and I still fucked it up because of course I did. And we're going to talk about a lot of the drama that's hit the community because did it all have to hit at once? No, but it was a choice. And I mean, like, it's one of those I guess so moments. Well, shit. There's nothing there. 9. Let's try that. Oh, that was a worse answer. So yeah, ooh. It has been an interesting week and a half. So, first off, my husband's hip surgery was successful. Everything turned out really good. Everything was great, well within normal parameters. He had a full hip replacement. So, that was a thing. Hello, Vicent. But we are happy he's doing well now. Really? Obviously, I'm not doing very well in this game, but you know. He's doing very well. He's doing... This is his second hip replacement, and he's doing better this time around than he did with his first one. So, everything is kosher. Everything is much better than expected. He's still not sleeping a whole lot, which means that your girl ain't sleeping a whole lot either. He's still not quite able to get out of bed himself, like with his leg. It takes a lot out of you. So there's stuff like that that I'm still helping him out with. But that's okay. That's what we booked the week off for. Okay, let's see this. Yay! Nothing. 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 I got the booby price. So yeah, that part, everything went very well. He's a week out, so it's really good. I am finishing my vacation as of Friday. So next week I am back to work as I always was. So next week I'll be working from home to make sure that he recovers the way he should. So yeah, that part's all going really great. There's nothing poor about it. Hello, Riku. Let me think. Other than that, my husband, while he's been off, got offered a full-time job. If you work in healthcare and unions, you know that full-time jobs are hard to come by, which it's not the system I'm used to. It's not my cup of tea. But either way, he finally got a full-time job in a, yeah, nice. All right, let me go see what's going on here. Curious cure. Oh, nice. A gift. Contact with statues or this way. I had no idea that this would happen, so I was just here to collect my coins. But anyway, so he got, however, it's in a city, 2 cities away, so a 3.5 hour from here. So we got some changes coming in our life, coming relatively soon. He's off for 3 months, so we're still figuring out the logistics because Warchief! Sadu! Thanks for coming to meet us. Are they together? I mean, I'll be sad to lose Sadu, but please let them be together. Please. Look how pretty they look together. Please forgive us for coming uninvited. We are given to understand the beautiful island is your domain. You claim dominion over tiny iron men, they say. That at least is befitting of a Kagan. My girl. But you doubtless curious how we know all these truths. In truth, it was Lise who had first invited me to tour Eorzea. She told me many wonderful things, sight as beautiful as a step. Lisa's hands are unfortunately full of duties in Girabanya. However, I offer to show this realm's hottest sights. Nothing hotter than an island paradise. And you two opted to journey together? Please. Our previous visits was under Shadow War. We both wish to take this opportunity to see what joys had a mind to go alone. I knew trouble would find her, so I invited myself along. Now that we're here, I should quite to see the pasture you mentioned. Or the sheep roaming the isle. Oh, truly no bother, we would be delighted. I really was hoping they would have came as a couple. I want set. Oh, they got a pet the Wooloos! Do you not have to worry about a lease termination? No, we are month to month where we're at. Originally with the apartment, so we don't have to worry about a lease. Thank you, Vincent. So we're fine that way. It's more of a, we have kids who will probably have to move schools, and the city that we're moving to does not have a big vacancy, so we may not find a place. We may, and we're trying to purchase a home in a year close to the city that he's going to be working in, which is why we even applied for that position. So it's an interesting problem. It's a temporary problem. And at worst case scenario, if we don't find anything, we have family close to the city. So it's not a big deal, but like there's some thinking and some MacGyvering and some Those inhabiting the island appear to somewhat lean, with perhaps less fleece and fat than the ones of the steppe, yet they seem content with their grazing habits. Aww. You have fertile land here, a fine domain, only insufferably humid. I see why Sinu insisted on these fabrics. Speaking of which, we brought you something. Traditional style, utmost suitable for oh! We had best be on our way. Show the gracious hospitality you've shown us. Invite you again. I will prepare a Dothrali gift. Each time I visit, I'm amazed at what you accomplish here. I can't wait to see what you achieve with the next I return. Bye, Dadaru! Cute. That's sweet. Little Peebs is sweeping. I love that so much. So yeah, it's a bit of a pickle for today. We don't have a lot of, what's this look like? I want you to see. Try that. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, she's stunning. And like I said, I would love to see Sadu take her. Just, you know what? Yes. 10 out of 10. Maybe she needs someone that she can protect. Okay, I have these. Got that one. There's a new alligator. Jesus, it's 35k. Well, there you go. We're gonna have to save up for that, I guess. I'm gonna start here. Okay, we're gonna select a terrain. Said you may demolish her. Hey, you never know. It's the quiet ones you gotta worry about. Just saying. You know. Just saying. But anyway, like I said, I'm really, I'm glad I got to see them. I love those two. They were adorable. Ooh. Here, let's start here. Let's start here. Okay. So we're gonna set these up for the next 3 days because I can actually start gaming again. As silly as that sounds. My husband is becoming a lot more independent and he's able to do stuff a little bit more. Like he's actually able to sit and game a little bit. You get like 20 minutes twice today, so we're getting there. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing like a lot of like figuring out. Do I not follow an island Discord? No. The short answer is I'm very, very not great with Discord. I understand its basic function. And I tend to get very overwhelmed with it quickly. So what I end up doing is I kind of just find something that works and go from there. That's the honest truth. Same thing, I have the Final Fantasy XIV Discord and I'm like, this is a lot. And I end up not checking it. Okay, come here. And what's cool is it'll show you what you're missing. So, okay, there's actually a lot here. Palm leaf and Islewort, which is exactly what I would expect. So I'm gonna go do my next things. Huh. Alright, oh good. I use one that lets me know when to use and get the most rewards. Oh goodness. Yeah, I have to admit, I don't use anything at all. And yeah, that's the honest bits. I'm gonna pet the chocobo. Oh, I guess I'll feed you first. But yeah. So the next few weeks, next couple months is gonna be interesting. I don't know if I'm moving. I don't know where I'm moving. I don't even know if I'll be able to find an apartment. Like, that's another thing that's like, okay. So that happened 2 days ago? 2 days ago. And yesterday, I got my information from work about, you know, raises and stuff. I don't know how to say this, like, nicely without sounding like an asshole. But, I have never told people where it's in the same province. Yes, it is. So, in my tiny little province, there are like 5 cities total. It's in one of them. It's 3 hours north. And the reason why we want it to work there is because we're from a small town, originally from a small town in between 2 cities. And we love that area. And that's eventually where we want to buy a house. That's the goal. Like, in a year from now, we are applying for a house in that area. It's 1, cheaper, much cheaper to live in because it's a small town. But 2, it's where we're from. Like, I know where to fish. I know where to hunt. I know my friends are still there. And my friends are in the city that's only 45 minutes away. So if I want a D&D match, I can drive 45 minutes. It's really not that deep. So that's what I want. That's the goal. That's the long-term goal. So when they offered my husband a job in the city that's the other direction of 45 minutes, we're like, yeah, fuck yeah, we want that. It's like 50% of the goal. But now it's like, okay, what do we do until we get this house? Because we know that renting there is difficult. It is notoriously difficult, whether in that small area or in the other city where he's gonna work. We're also painfully aware that that means moving our kids' schools. Do we do it once or twice? So, lots of, like, moving parts. But again, my husband is off for 3 full months. So we have time to dick around. And because we're going into an area that's where we're from, my husband has a place to sleep at night. Like, he can absolutely travel and have that, even though that's not our preferred because we're a close family. We would much prefer to have my husband home at night, but short-term loss, long-term gain. That's the idea. We found that out on Monday. No, sorry, on Tuesday. On Wednesday, yesterday, we found out several things. 1, the raise that I got was fucking abysmal. And 2, my work is going to require me to go into office 3 days a week instead of 2. My bonus was also abysmal, but that's a different story. I have been very cranky these last 48 hours. Angry. Dad was working in Toronto while we lived in Vancouver. Oh my goodness, it's definitely not that big of a difference. If you know anything about New Brunswick geography, I currently live in St. John. Okay, that's, hold on, let me get the goddamn map easier. Map of New Brunswick. It's a tiny little province. Like, a lot of people will look at it and be like, really? Really? That's what you're worried about? Or another thing is people will be like, well, we're used to traveling 2 hours to get to work in the city. We're not. We're not, okay? For me to go to work today, it's a 20-minute city bus ride. I know I'm spoiled, I get it. It's because we're in a small city, okay? This is where I live. Let's back it out. United States and Canada. Okay. Little heart here is where I live. We're not going to the address, so don't worry about it. Actually, that's not it. But anyway. This is the entire province. Okay. Prince Edward Island. I live here in St. John. We are from here. In the center of Moncton and Miramichi. My husband got a job here. Moncton is the largest city in the province and the one that's most popular. Most people who are not from here know that one. But we're from about in the middle of the two. So I have a lot of friends in the big city. Okay. So to me, it's exciting to be closer there. And, well, this is a small city, so not a big deal. But that's what we have to figure out, is we want to buy a house here-ish. That's the goal. Right now, we live way the fuck down here. And honestly, the only reason why we live here is because at the time, this is where my husband could get work. He has a, right now he has a permanent part-time. And, I mean, logically, we would move for his work anyway, but the long term is he will work in the other city, he'd work at the hospital, everything's great, and we would still live in our beautiful, where we're from, which is coastal, which is small fishing town, where we grew up. That's the goal, the long term, the OMG, that's what we want. Alright, let's plant some veggies. Prince Edward Island mussels. We get mussels here too. I haven't had PEI mussels, so I can't tell you if ours are better or not, but they come from the same water, so I'm assuming they're about the same. I don't know. But that's where I'm from originally. That's where I grew up. That's where my dialect is from. That's where, yeah, the coast of New Brunswick. So that's the long-term goal. It's trying to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do in between. And my work is making me go into work fucking 3 days a week. The worst of it, and this is the part that I don't get. They originally told us, hey, we're going to make you go into office because when we made it voluntary, you guys refused. Only 4% actually did it. A month ago, we got a meeting and they were like, hey, listen, attendance is only at 50% for 2 days a week. You'd think they would have got the hint. You'd think it would have been obvious what people thought at that point. Hey, they fucking hate this. Why is this a thing? No. And Newfoundland. Newfoundland is an Atlantic province, so we know it very well. Newfoundland is beautiful. It is absolutely stunning. It is waterbound. The accent, like Google Newfies speaking, and you'll be like, Jesus. It'll blow your minds. But Newfoundland's beautiful. Absolutely. But that's what we're used to here, right? Think of the state of Maine. Maine's climate is a lot, like, we're side by side. So it's a little bit warmer, but not really. And their lobster isn't as good as ours. Not sorry. For the record, I don't like lobster. Okay, I grew up in a small fishing town and we fish lobster. That's 90% of what our fishermen fish is lobster. And we were always told that, and this is really dumb, but that the Maine lobster is trash because they don't fish in the colder waters like we do. I don't know. That's the truth. Okay, I don't know if it's true that our lobster's better. But I guess the shell is harder and like the meat is sweeter. I don't know. Okay, I don't like the shit, so I don't know. But that's always been the belief here anyway, is that lobster's better. My husband will be the guy to tell you, no, New Brunswick lobster is absolutely better. It's no competition. You're just wrong. And I don't know. Some people will argue and say all Atlantic lobster is better. Some people will say Pacific lobster is better because of the soft shell. I can't tell you. But I do know it's because the harder shell. Because we have two seasons. We have like the spring and the fall winter. Most people fish in the spring to sell to tourists, fish in the fall to keep them, fish in the fall to fill their quotas, and bottle. That's the common local thing. But that's the idea, is that it's better, I guess. That's where we're from. Small lobster fishing towns. What's funny is, like, you know how when you grow up in a place and things are just normal for you because you see it all the time, and it's some of it's boring, some of it's dumb. It's just lobster. Fair. But like, lobster's not a difficult thing to get a hold of. It's not. And not just because I can go to the store and buy it. Like, it's not. It's something that we're used to here, right? It's not a hot commodity. I mean, it's popular, they pay well, all this stuff, but it's not. If it's in season, you can get it without question, without difficulty. Go to the wharf and buy it right from the lobster fisherman. I can remember the time when it was trash food. I'm in my mid-30s, which is weird to say now. And I can remember it being the food that poor people would bring to lunch, because small fishing towns, Dad fished. That's where small fishing towns were. My dad was an electrician. But still, everyone's dad fished, so they had it. Somebody that had a ham sandwich in school had money because they could afford meat. I can remember that as a kid. And then as I grew up, it became like a big thing. And a little bit of insight, it became a bigger thing in the market than it did for the fishermen. Because today and in the 90s was the best time to fish, to make money. Now, for a long time, they were just getting by. Especially if you were the helper on the boat. You were not making a lot of money. The pandemic just destroyed the market, and they got paid a really good price for it during the pandemic, And then they fought to keep those types of pricing, saying that they couldn't survive on less, and won. I don't know if they'll go through with it again this year. We'll see how it goes, but it was a big thing last year. Yeah, it's not unheard of to go on a fishing boat and eat lobster. It's not unheard of to go on a fishing boat, a lobster fishing boat, and go get some mackerel. Which, by the way, I fucking love mackerel. Like, num num num. There's very few seafood I don't like. Lobster, pollock. Fuck pollock. I'm sorry, but no. But yeah, it's not uncommon for that. Same thing as scallops. We have scallops here, but they're not as good as like Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia's got the better scallops. And we do snow crab here too. We do, oh, no. Calvin, I'm going to, like, blow your mind here. I will eat it, okay? This is how we typically eat it. Honestly. It's terrible, but it's honest. When I eat mackerel, we boil it in a big fucker pot with an onion cut in 4, okay? And then you put potatoes in the same pot. And that's your meal. Put butter on your potatoes. It's perfect. Here you go. That is leave your husband good. Snow crab, there's snow crab in the Atlantic. There's lots of it. Alaska has lots of it too. The thing is that in Alaskan waters, they have the larger ships, so they can get larger amounts of it. Like a mackerel hot pot. I don't know what they're called, but that's how we typically eat it. Like, it's my favorite way to eat it. That and fried, but give me the mackerel supper pot. Girl, that's delicious. It's easier to fish snow crab in Alaska. Like, if you've seen Deadliest Catch, they'll do the snow crab as extra cash. Hello, Jonathan. Carry the potatoes in a boil. Num num num. Oh man, you taste everything in the potatoes. The salt. Oh, it's good. But they definitely do it here. It's actually my husband, when I met him, when he was in his early 20s. He was a deckhand on a snow crab boat. Now, usually fishermen here, if they have a snow crab license, they'll also do lobster and stuff like that. But yeah. Oh, Riku! But yeah. We definitely, they're fished in smaller pods. They look more like they're larger. If you've ever seen other crab pods, like the ones that are in circles, they look the same. They're just larger. They're not like the ones you see on Deadliest Catch that are big, giant motherfuckers. These ones you can handle. They're heavy, but you can handle them. However, snow crab's hard to get your hands on outside of fishermen. You can't buy it from the fishermen. We have strict laws and stuff about how much go in and how much come out of the ocean. So, snow crab is something that it's illegal to buy off of a boat. So they're very, you getting it fresh off the boat, very rare. And if you do get it fresh off the boat, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Fishing mackerel on a party boat, and I almost feel... Oh, listen, if you find a spot, we call it jigging mackerel here. But it's just water in, more You can get 3 on the line. Easy. Easy, easy. And it's just in, out, in, out. Unhook it. Put it back. Don't need bait. Keep going. That easy. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, no you didn't. Comment on Mother's Day. No you didn't. It's also good to use mackerel as bait for sea bass. Honestly, that's what we used to use. Frozen mackerel. For those of you who are wondering, all I'm doing is getting enough to fill the quota, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here. And then we're going to go do St. Valentiones. I don't know how to fucking pronounce that. But yeah, it's some of the stuff about living on the East Coast is I can fish. That, and I'm going to be very honest with you guys, I'm a giant fucking nerd. I am not a big outdoorsy person at all. I could spend the rest of my life indoors and I would be okay with that. I do like fishing. Fishing is the one hobby that I will do without question. I will get up at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. to do. I will spend the day outside fishing. Love to fish. It's honestly one of the big reasons why I can't wait to go live where I want to live, is because I know all the fishing spots. I love, like, I am huge on trout. I love trout, bass. I'll even eat perch, which by the way, same family as bass. Tastes like bass. Don't throw your perch back in the water. That's just dumb. Eat it. Num num num. 7 hook line. 7 hook lines are illegal here. We can only do 3. Fishing in 14. I've never fished in 14. Hello, Freya. Okay, I think I'm gonna go see if I've got enough, and then we're gonna move on to the other thing that I need, and then we're gonna get out of here. I want to go do the thing. Like, export. Yeah, see? We're at 1. Perfect. 17, 2 couple rounds, and we're done with that. Love that. Love it. No, I'm a big, big fan. You get a hook in 14, triple hook for you. The most you can get a hook in 14 is a triple for 700 GP. Gotcha. Okay. That's not too bad. But in my province, it is illegal to fish with more than 3. And it is, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's illegal to fish with more than 2 rods or 1 rod. I don't know. I forget. Party boats. That's cute. Speaking of the 14 community, Jesus Christ, man. I can't believe the amount of madness last week. Unnamed cheating their way to their world first. What? And I mean, a lot of people comment, and I want to be extremely clear when I say this. I don't condone cheating in-game ever. I do not like those types of add-ons at all, ever. But one thing that I've seen people not talk about is the reality of the pressures of getting world first. I know that there had to have been and I understand that the content is created to not need it. Not arguing that. Again, my stance is clear. But I can also understand, just for a moment, the amount of pressure that can cause to even consider it. Especially, again, we're talking world best. Listen, there's a pressure to take drugs at the Olympic level. It's not because of anything else. I know I just compared fucking gaming to the Olympics, but you see what I mean. I get it. Is it right? No, I completely agree that it isn't, and they should not have done that. But I do want to give them a little bit of grace, just because I cannot imagine the pressure of knowing tens of thousands of people are waiting to see my Twitter post, are waiting to see if I broke a record, are waiting to see if I succeeded. And I understand that these are Japanese players. No, not to old duh. I understand these are Japanese players, and some of them even like quit their accounts over the fact that they cheated. So, in other words, they put in how many hours to become some of the world's best players, cheating or not. I'm sorry, the cheating can't make you a world's best player. It can't. It can't. And then to go and lose it all because you succumb to pressure, I hope the players do eventually return, and I hope that they can, learn their mistake, move along, But I don't think we should be hating on them as hard as people have been. Oh, exactly. Again, like, my stance is super duper clear. I think all add-ons that cheat in this game are fucking dumb and shouldn't use them. End point. But, and it does raise the moral debate. They used it. I should too, to clear the hardest content. It's actually a debate that we hear in Warcraft quite a bit, and that's the honest bit. How many people tell you you need weak auras to raid in heroic or mythic? I've never used weak auras in my life. And I know that that the encounters are designed around them. But imagine the pressure to download this one add-on that's required. Or how many guilds require you to download this certain add-on. The pressure is there, right? Even if you're not the world's best. Even if you're a mid-tier player, which happens a lot, by the way. Same thing as meta. How often do you see somebody who is pushing a 10 plus mythic key and no warlocks because they're not in the top 10 damage, and you're like, dude, you're doing a 10. Are you okay? No, they're not. But it is a skill issue. It is very much so. I saw that on Twitter and I laughed so hard. But when you start allowing these things to happen, or when you feel like the only way you can beat something is with this, that means that the mid-tier players believe that as well. Here's another example, not even Warcraft related. Have you guys ever watched the Overwatch League? Okay, I know if you're not supporting Blizzard, I get it. That's not what I'm saying. I watched it in the beginning, and I, quite frankly, enjoyed it. The top level of playing was fun to watch. It really is. And you don't see a lot of the toxicity. And anyway, it's fun to watch. However, when you go play it, after watching it, you'll see players imitate and say, hey, they are playing X character, you need to be playing Y. We are gold. The best thing you can do at gold is play the character you know how to play. Because you don't have the skill necessary to play X, Y, and Z. It doesn't matter if that's what's meta against that one. If you can't aim with it, it ain't gonna do shit. That's like saying, oh, there's this is something like 2 years ago. I don't know if this is true today. Oh, there's a Farah. You need to be on Widow. Dude, can you fucking aim with her? No? Then get on Soldier and just spray. Like, see what I mean? Once you start putting professional type requirements on this stuff, people will follow regardless of skill. Race the World First has been done to support charity. It's bragging rights, 100%, but there is a lot of pressure on it for those bragging rights now. And more so as the community grows, and more so as more people get interested in these world firsts. The race to world first in Warcraft used to be bragging rights. Or it used to be a pop-up message in the actual chat, and it would say world first achievement, which arguably was cool. But again, like, at what point? So I get that the players did it, and I get why they may have. I just hope they're not too hard on themselves for it. And I hope they learned their lesson. Is deep down the answer for me anyway. Ha ha ha. Look at me getting all the blue ones. We like the blue ones. I wonder how you're so ahead of me. Turns out it's an eco-terrorist on the island. No, I just go and I make enough to do to fill the thing, and then I sell it. That's all. See? I just, whatever to fill the taskmaster and sell the rest. That's it. I ain't that smart. Not gonna lie. But now I gotta save up for a fucking crocodile. Okay, Valentione. I assume Gridania. I assume. We're gonna go check it out. Yeah. So with all this stuff about moving and stuff, which my work don't know about, an abysmal fucking bonus and raise, and then they're requiring us back into the office an extra day. Fuck. Ah, I was right. Alright, let me see. Purveyor of love. I love that. I want that. I will buy 2 of those. Eat chocolate. Okay, here's the quest everyone has been waiting for, and I am very excited to do. Okay, more items. Awesome. As dawnlight kisses the sky above, so too eternal beams my love. Though dusk may drown the world in gray, the night shall take... Well, hello there. Well, hello there. If it isn't my hero of zeal, champion of cherishers, 'tis a pleasure to see you in the rosiest of seasons. If you have a moment, I'm much obliged to hear your thoughts upon a certain matter. Of my heart, to be precise. You see, my sister Astrid has been demanding to lead the celebrations this year, yet while her enthusiasm does her credit, I cannot simply shirk my responsibilities as head. No matter what I say, she refuses to budge on the matter. But perhaps she wouldn't heed reason. Alright, sounds good. I heard that what my sister told you, and I simply must be allowed to oversee the festivities this year. Oh, this is cute. Lisette herself has a love, yet she devotes her time and energy to the happiness of others. She should be focusing on her own. Do you have a love? Oh. I must confess, I didn't always approve of my sister's choice of partner. With his lowly upbringing, I believe Haute-de-France didn't deserve her. But through my work as an emissary, I've come to realize that such thing of birth and station does not matter when there is love. And you should be embracing this occasion to foster that love instead of worrying about others. Look here, Astrid, I appreciate your concern. I do, but the reputation of House Valentione. Lisette de Valentione. If I would have fucking known that it was French, I would have been easier from the get-go. Just saying. Hinges on the success of celebration. A lady of the house, I've labored to ensure that everything has gone smoothly. Year in, year out. Failure is not an option. Understand? I know this full well, sister, and I won't fail us. I even have the assistance of the new emissary in training. What do you think, adventurer? I'll help. Peeb to the rescue. Let me just check this here for a second. Why is my email blowing up? Okay. A bunch of my fucking stuff that I bought shipped. Why are you all like this? Stop it. Yes, with a good self watching over Astrid, I believe I can entrust this year's celebration to her with an easy heart. I hereby leave our legacy in your hands. And even should something go awry, fret not. There is little I cannot fix with my indubitable charms. Right then. I suppose I'll go embrace the spirit of the sea. Go get yours, girl. Whew, Lisette gone, and we may actually begin our work. Speaking of which, we must immediately impose on you. Originally, I meant to make the sounds with Emilie, our new recruit, and advertise that we shall be hosting on later on. However, I find it official responsibility that require. Okay, cool. Go tell Emilie. Got it. Can do that. Oh, okay. In love's fine season, our task is one. To spread the gay tidings to all. Yes! Fucking yes. Allow me to present our new apprentice of affection. Emilie is a boy? Okay. Nice to meet you, adventurer. My name is Emilie. My bad. Emilie is a traditional female name in French. My bad. As I have learned over the past, comes especially to French names, things can very much change. Just like some English names as well. Some can be gender neutral, or they've changed, or some people are born with what is traditionally a male/female name, but are not. One of my coworkers has a traditionally male name, and she's a very traditionally beautiful female. Typically in French, Emile is the masculine version. House on Siren. Oh, that's right, you got the house, and you got it done professionally, I heard. Can't wait to see it. This, promoting an event. I'm not certain how to stop strangers. May you take the lead? Time to spread gay tidings. Absolutely. Workers Guild. Yeah. We know how that works. I love that they included that type of tech, though, for... That's awesome. Do. Okay, Rodrigo. Rodrigue is the typical name that you would see in French. I love the Ellisons because they have typical French names and there's just a little play on them. Sometimes it's fun. Discuss. Look, you can see the amphitheater from here. I simply love Valentine's Day. The soft colors, the hearts, the adorable costumes. Listen, I love it too. Lisette. Listen, I'm a queen in pink. I love red, and I like hearts are cute. Why not? What to do to pass time? Come, hearken thee for Valentine's Day is a grand celebration of ardor. Fuck it. Let's go wild. Amazing! I can just imagine Lisette herself delivering such a delightful invitation. Valentine's Day is a celebration that's held at Miketo's amphitheater, where there be costumes and merrymaking and congregation and participants profess their love. Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah. Perfect, let's go. Head to the shaded bower and on our way to the markets. Haha. Love that. Doing a bouncy bouncy. Miss Nix. We're gonna go say hello again. Discuss gifts. There's no shortage of Valentine's gifts to choose from in the markets. By all accounts, the most popular is chocolates from Bismarck. Are you planning on giving something special? Honestly, in real life, okay, PB, IRL, we're not big on it, okay, at all. We tend to be the ones that go sneak into the store the day after to buy the chocolates. However, my husband is going to be laid up in bed this year, so we might make him some cookies or something like that. Like a good day's work. Hearken thee for Valentine's Day is a grand celebration. We are hosting it. Look, you got better. Good job. A handsome invitation from a handsome lass. How could I refuse? Ooh, wonderful. Handsome? If anything, I want it to be winsome. I'll have to try harder next time. I thought... Oh, so it is a girl. That's okay. You can be whatever you want. Yeah, so I might be making some food at home. Whatever he wants for supper, and maybe, I don't know, sneak to the store and buy some ingredients for like a cake or something. Just, you know, a little something to... You know, since he's stuck there anyway. Poor guy. Citrus Eye. Oh, my brother-in-law's shop. He's supposed to be... He proposed to my sister on... Aww! Oh, my brother-in-law. This cute. Oh, good evening to you. You not simply adore the sweet... Oh, you're one of the Valentine days people. I get it. And the gorgeous costumes and opportunity to speak love to your heart's content. Dashing emissary you are. Thank you for the invitation and good luck with the festivities. Dashing? I know what I said in kindness, but there's no time to complain. Not when Asher's trying so hard to make his sister proud. She was hesitant about the dress and said that such attire doesn't become her, but she endured it anyway in order to be like Lisette. She positively shines in it. It was to help her shine even brighter that I decided to wear this suit. I believe it would provide a contrast to her side by side. Aww. But this simply isn't me. I've always preferred to look ladylike, adorable, being called handsome and dashing. Hello, Mistra. Reminds me how far I am from myself. I'm sure Astrid would want you to feel more comfortable. I would too. Dress as you want to. Moment to gather my thoughts. Sometimes the suit isn't for everyone. Sometimes it is. But I love the fact that, you know, they recognize it. Okay, here you are. Let's go. We got this. I believe this is my son returning from his dance. They had a dance tonight. Welcome back, messengers. How fared your efforts? Okay. Splendidly. Let me see if he's left yet. For some reason, I'm not... Oh, my phone's on silent. That's why. I'm trying to keep... Sorry, my son's at a dance right now, and I'm waiting to see when he comes home. Okay. Later, perhaps. You look a little pale. Asher, are you feeling well? Fret not, I simply blanched in anticipation. Weak, I mean, who am I fooling? The truth is, I'm being bombarded with my appearance. I look sweet and adorable. It has been positively exhausting. As a daughter of nobility, I know aught such desire of such praise and beauty and grace are highly commendable. But one day I met a knight and a fellow daughter of noble house, and I found myself drawn to her strength and gallantry. Our famous Countess Arabella was a skilled warrior, you know. Oh, jewelry. This is sweet. Embracing one's preferences is also an expression of self-love. Can we stop? This is nice. I have them too. Own happiness. You're right. You're absolutely right. There I was chiding Lisette for ignoring her own happiness, and here I am doing the very same thing. I can hope to be the best emissary I can be. Not for your encouragement. Miserable. Oh, this is sweet. Let us trade outfits at once. Be who you are. Wear what makes you, you. There's no exception to that. Clothes are clothes. Clothes do not have a gender. Police of clothing really has a gender. Like, that would be weird, wouldn't it? Wear what makes you feel happy. Just to succeed doesn't mean you have to imitate them. Now ask her to assert this. She is truly to take Valentonians. Oh, look at... She's weak as art considering our future, Ernest. Ah! Yes, so soon enough. Ishgard wasn't built in a day, you know. I like this. Now, the only comment that I have oh, there's a thing. Okay, we're gonna go check out the thing. The only comment that I have, if I'm not mistaken, is that the outfit that we're getting, okay, is gendered. I think that's stupid. And I'm sorry to say it that way. Yeah, I want to stay for the event. I want to go see. Like the whole story was about accepting your presentation and being happy in your own skin. Please give us a warm welcome to Gridanian's own Mother Miyun and Fufusha. Oh, she looks great in it. Thought the opportunity to advertise to no further. And I'm here presenting the Botanist Guild. Yay! Okay. We're gonna make our way down all the way. We only serve teas. Drop in for every taste. And I can attest to, admittedly, my adoration lies more with the leaves in the beverage. Be it herbs, fruits, or flowers, it's my passion. This is sweet. I like this. Yeah, like the whole, like the message was beautiful. But you missed the mark here. Just a lot. Just a lot. Stay for the event. Welcome, Timbermaster Beaton and young Nicoliu. Should be evident I desire to share my wood with the world. To keep watch over him, I suppose? What do you love? Your query is simple. How does one aptly describe the fire kindled in a carpenter's breast at the sight of quarter cleft plank? I mean, wood does it for me too. Wood does it for me too. God almighty. And that's how you get demonetized. On the bright side, my teeth look fantastic. Night and day. Like I'm actually kind of like excited to show people eventually what it is. Is that an EQ one? Oh man. Stay for the event. Okay, so we get through the wood. Infatuated emissaries. Oh. Aww. The lovebirds. Yay. Oh, that's awesome, Riku. I have not purchased another month of Warcraft since getting Dragonflight. Not because it's bad or anything, because I don't have time. And I'm okay putting it on the back burner. I'm here to support you and profess my passions as well. Oh, how romantic. Tell us about your love. My love is my angel. How am I aptly surmise my feelings? Ever since my darling Lisette, my goddess, first ascended upon me, I lay collapsed amongst pillow drifts. I knew I could never love another. Oh, this is so sweet. What are you doing? Stop saying stuff. I don't dislike it, but when you bare your heart to me, it makes me think that I'd rather bear, of all I'd like to bear. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't dislike it, but when you bare your heart to me like that, it makes me think of all I'd like to bear. Oh, girl, get it. Nothing to do because it completed KSM and AOTC. That's fair. We're out of time. My kid should be home here any second. Bear with me. I'm just gonna text my son. You home yet? Okay, that was that was pretty cute. The Scion sisters. Those stayed former members Aenor and Clemens. I don't think I recognize them. Playing Rama, join a celebration. For my part, can be the 12th road to meet my sister, who I haven't seen. The Scion sisters. What I love most is brotherly love. Ah, I used to wash it all over me, blessed in the warmth. Damn it all, I can't bear it anymore. I can't bear the deprivation. Don't take it all. Give me back my brotherly love. Can't make it through a single day without mentioning bloody love. In front of all the sundry. Please forget anything you've heard, everyone. Ahem. I am presently studying at the Astrologicum in Nemean Magics. I didn't quite understand myself. That's not my understanding either, but that's okay. I have the memory of a goldfish. Aenor is a nympho who shakes her head at not being double. Oh! Nice. Okay, I get it. Oh, wow. A funny talking fortune teller and a furry friend. Ah! Idiocy! Accompany with Puddingway. He looks so dashing. Look at him. Simply these observants of love did a worthy endeavor, that I should chance to spy familiar countenance among those in attendance serve with further encouragement. And I've come for the pudding. What a charming duo. Now please tell the crowd you're simply dying to know. What do you love? Pudding! Sticky pudding, jiggly pudding, pudding with the sweetmeats or the biscuits. So long as it's pudding, it brings me unparalleled delight. Oh, that's so fucking cute. Where I likewise nominate a dish for which I harbor affection, it could not be the cockatrice meatballs. Not only for the gastronomic pleasure it doth provide, but the fond memory it doth rouse. In my youth, knowing it be my favorite, my dear friend opted to prepare it for me from the burnt flavors of the earliest attempts. Ah, Urianger. That's sweet. We know exactly who made meatballs and failed at the meatballs. Do, 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 do. Oh, I want to go see. Yeah, I want to go. Do, 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 do. I want to go see. Oh, it's cute. I like the event this year. Little Moogle! The fuck are we doing? What? I'm afraid to fuck this up now. Another little Moogle! Ah. To the Valentione ceremony. The pair will partake in 2 trials. By your performance, we will know. Oh! I got sent this way. Okay. Trials of the moon. Till Mog do us part. Let's get through the maze. Okay. Don't break the chain. We may begin. Goodbye. Why would you go the long way then? I'm lost. Where are you? Alright, hold on. About to eat this. Ow. Hold on. Ah! This is an easier said than done type maze. You go. Alright, I'll open this up for you. Alright, I'll give you some room there. Holy shit. We're definitely not fixing this. Okay. I'm good. I am good. We are solid. What do you get for finishing that? Okay. Oh, no. I'm gonna buy it anyway, because maybe one day they'll open it up. Because that was the whole fucking point of the story that pisses me off. That legitimately not a fan of that. Like, people were not happy to see it gender locked to begin with. But knowing that that's how that ends, like that it's a story about love and it's a story about being comfortable in one's skin and the clothes that they wear, and that's the answer. Like, really, not a fan of that at all. Alright, so we did everything we were supposed to do. Halterfalls. Look how cute they are, being all cuddly and shit. Love that. And they're gonna do the dirty, which, good for you. You will always get a from me. Exactly. Like, that's why I bought the items, because I'm sorry, but chances are it's gonna be a future update. So yeah. On the bright side, for the next week, for the next 2 weeks, I am working from home. Like home, like for good. After that, I have to fucking go every 3 times a week. Dude, I'm still so fucking mad. I hate that. And then to get an abysmal fucking raise out of it, like, no. I told my boss directly that our raise didn't even cover the cost of going back to the office. Yeah. Some people would complain, okay? And they would have the right to complain, okay? That it was, that it was, how do I put this? That it was, not direct. Okay, that's, self-love's very important. But there's a really good message there about being good in who you are. For now. Like there's a very solid message about being who you are, and that clothing does define you but doesn't, and that clothing has no gender. It's about what makes you happy. A little bit more on the nose would have been preferred. Not for me. I mean, it just, I understand why they read between the lines it, even though it's pretty direct. Like, think of Gaia and Reen. I don't need to tell you that they are gay, right? We know this. It is, they didn't say the word, but sweet Jesus, any closer? Actually, oh my god, look, I got the example. The Last of Us. I'm not watching it, okay? I want to play it next month. And we will stream it, okay? But The Last of Us is one of those games where you have, it is so iconic that you know a lot of the story beats before even walking in, okay? Frank and Bill have never ever been a question. Okay? Because it's rather direct, I found, in the game. However, people who have played the game are now questioning it. What do you mean they're gay? Oh, no way. So sometimes, even though it should be obvious to the world, having it said directly is a help so that there's no question. Likes to leave room for interpret it if they want to, even though we all know the truth. Exactly, and I get that. The read between the lines. It's just that media has had to have been queer-coded forever, where they were not allowed to mention that this was the reality of the situation, right? Where they were not allowed to say, hey, no, they gay. There's no need for it anymore, one. And two, like I said, there are still people that honestly interpreted Frank and Bill as being good buddies, even though there was only one bed in their house. There was gay porn sitting around, which, good for you, honey. And they were associates. They were business partners. That should have been, if they would have been a woman and a man, nobody would have questioned it that they were together. Right? And sometimes you do need to say it directly. Because imagine how many people would have changed how they viewed the game if they would have said, my partner, Bill. But again, it was so obvious that he was... You see where I'm going? Sometimes it needs to be said directly so that the inclusion can be there and there's no question. I do like the way that Square Enix dances around it sometimes. I found Reen and Gaia heavy-handed. I mean, the result is a fucking rainbow. Sharing the cookie. they want to ride together alone. But sometimes you gotta be heavy-handed. And I found that the Valentine's Day was this close to be heavy-handed. This close to say, hey, by the way, there's something going on. Whether it's non-binary, whether it's just presents differently, whether it's trans, whether it's... There's many different options here. Or they could just prefer to dress that way, which is fine as well. But we know, right? We know it's probably one of the first things and not so much that last one, right? Okay. That's kind of... Because again, in today's climate, where people are struggling, I think a heavy hand would have been nice. Just saying. A heavy hand would have been nice. Ooh, that one's got a pink roof. I like that. Oh, that's a pretty house. I gotta put a garden in mine eventually. I love the color of that. Oh, pink. But I also get that this is also a Japanese game. Exactly. There's a lot that has changed in the world, and I'm glad that we're able to go and touch these subjects like we are. And I also understand that this isn't an American game, so their culture is still... may still be in a position where it's celebrated, but on the down low. I don't know. I can't speak for that. I'm just saying, it would have been cool, especially in the climate of today. They would have been a little heavy-handed with it. But that's just me stalking out of my ass. I could be wrong too, right? Excuse me. Let's go do a dungeon. Or conservative country. Exactly. Like, I don't know the Japanese climate. I don't know if that's... if this is OMG, they did that. I don't know. I'm just speaking from our own perspective, right? Again, I like it. I really, really like it. I love that they went there. Don't get me wrong. Again, like Gaia and Reen, love it. I would argue that right now the UK is the one to watch. I never thought I would say that out loud, but the UK is having a time. And the US as well, like both. And I don't want to sit there and say it's not happening in Canada. It absolutely is. While we have a very liberal prime minister, that doesn't mean it's not possible. We are one election away from going in the same direction. So, like, Tessa, I don't know how you could make it more obvious. They literally made the fucking thing a rainbow. A rainbow. Oh, absolutely. I love it. That's right. Grahatia was on Drag Race. And he said dick jokes. For the record, I'm a huge Drag Race fan, so it's not like... It didn't pain me to watch, to see him. I was living. I was screaming. I was like, Grahatia! Say at your service, please. He didn't say it. But again, the dick jokes were fantastic. Excuse me. But again, I require no encouragement to enjoy a dick joke. Please be aware. Alright, here we go. Ah! Okay, here we go. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Now we are aware that they do the dirty in the game. Because we got a moment of girls back to the camera and you're like, oh, ha ha ha. So they went and did the thingy thing. Oh, absolutely. I am 100% excited to play with the puppy. I want a puppy. Always. Alright. About to get real. Not really. We got this. This was a fun trial. Honestly, this is my favorite one of Heaven's Ward by far. We got him. Listen, I will absolutely not be okay if they kill the dog. Ever. Like, seriously, ever. You don't do that in a game. It's not funny. Don't kill the doggy. No. Against my religion. Do not hurt the dog-a-log. We love the dog-a-log. That's the goal. I still want them to Aerith. Out of all the way the game story could be told, I really hope, truly hope, that they kill off Aerith. I know that's terrible, but I would love to see the continuation of it. Because again, they gave Aerith so much more in Reborn. In remake, or whatever version it's called. They gave her everything. They made her incredible. And I'm sorry, but one of the best parts of Final Fantasy VII is how they wrote her death and how real to life it felt. It's one of the realest. And it took everyone out of nowhere. Like I said, I truly hope that they maintain it. Just because, one, it's iconic, and two, I think they can write it well. I think they can tell that story well, where it's not just a loss to the party. A lot like this game treats Hochefort, right? They treat Hochefort in this game like a loss. Like, he is not just out of the party anymore. His loss is devastating to some. To some, they like Moonbrita. To one, her loss destroyed their world, and that's how loss works. Sometimes it's massive. Sometimes people can get over it quicker. Sometimes it's an easier thing. They can have a moment and move on. I hope that they do it just because it works like that. And again, it was good storytelling the first time, let alone now. They had the opportunity to really, like Hochefort, tell that story to where it, just like losing a loved one, sometimes someone will say something and it'll catch you off guard and it'll still hurt. And there are moments they'll talk about something else and it'll make you smile like you never have. Or, this is a bad one. My grandmother, she raised me, okay? She's my mother to me. When I go to the dollar store in Halloween and Christmas, I'll usually cry at least once a season. Because she used to love that. And we would spend hours. And she would make her own costume, and she would find stuff at the dollar store to help it, and then she would buy a bunch of it. She had like containers of dollar store shit that she had never opened because she might need it one day. But still, like, those moments do that. Same thing with Hochefort. There are moments that still hit you where you're like, God damn, I miss that guy. And then there are moments, you know what I mean? And they capture that very well in this game. I honestly still say that his loss is probably one of the biggest things of this game because it's done so well to real life. I'm waiting in queue, by the way. I'm not just bouncing around, by the way. But that type of storytelling is important too. And honestly, while we have lost other party members and friends, none like him. But again, he's not our Moonbrita. Or Moonbrita was to Urianger. Emotional trauma. It's emotional trauma, but again, it's so good. It's incredible. It captures that authentic loss feeling. And I mean, sometimes people don't want that. And that's okay too. I kind of like that for a video game to take me out and do that. I like storytelling in games like that. But it is what it is. Speaking of games, listen. Octopath 2 is out by the end of the month. Octopath! Those of you who don't know, I love a good storytelling RPG. This is how you get me. Okay? Sold, signed, sinker, done. There are very few games that I get edge of my seat excited for. That's one of them. I'm also watching for Crisis Core to come on sale so we can play it. But I'm watching for it. As for Octopath, your girl's gonna be playing it. We're buying that one. Like, I will apply for a code through Square Enix, but the honest answer is, that's one of them that by the end of the day they don't approve it, I'm buying it. Because I want to play it. And yes, we will stream the shit out of it. Get antsy. And that's actually a disadvantage, I would say, because we expect character deaths now. Kind of like Game of Thrones. Did any of us... We all expect stuff to happen because they're willing to do it. And a lot of the time it feels like a large crutch. It isn't with Game of Thrones. The only thing that I have to admit that Final Fantasy does, which Game of Thrones does not, is plot armor. Which, again, I understand it's a video game. They can't just kill off characters every single day. But the reality of the world is, in war, shit happens. Generals die. Kings die. Your favorite character dies. People send their loved ones to war, and whether they can tell everybody 1,000 times, it won't happen to my son. And then it does. And you're like, oh. Okay. About that. So. Yeah. I mean, it just happened. Yeah, well, Moonbreeder, and I say this as somebody who played it through and just I didn't quite get the importance of it. I couldn't believe it happened. But I didn't know her very well for me to be like, oh, my heart. Watching Udianger go through it, though, and still go through it, and continue to go through it, that hurt a lot. I felt grief for him, which, again, they really nailed someone's strict grief very well. I have met people like Udianger, and maybe it wasn't their husband or wife or lover, but I've met somebody who it was their father, and years later they're still bound. Like they really wrote that portion excellently. And that's the grief side. On the other side of the coin, Thancred is a character that I love in Shadowbringers. The man became a father overnight, and he learned what fathers learn. That parenthood story is tier 1. Parents aren't perfect. Parents aren't ever going to we're not going to make the right decisions 100% of the time. We make decisions sometimes selfishly and not think of the future based on what we believe. Or we make a decision because we think it's the right option and it's nowhere near. We sometimes make decisions without all the information gathered. We sometimes say the wrong thing, a hurtful thing. But we learn, we care, we keep pushing, we try again, we keep at it. And like the Thancred story is an incredible one of a father. That's what makes it so good. They nail parenthood. They nail the nuances of parenthood. I want to go see. Oh, excuse me. Hello, Zen. But yeah, they nail parenthood. Because it's not easy to nail the nuances. Because it's so easy in video games and in media. Speaking of, look at him. This is beautiful, by the way. Oh, the books. Holy fuck, this looks great. Huh. But no, I don't. I love those types of stories because it's so real to life. It's not perfect. It's not. Another thing that I enjoyed is that, like, what's her name in Stormblood? Her story she didn't help us in a moment, and then all of a sudden she was then invited to our party and everybody liked her. The nuance of it. That's what I like this game for. There's nuance. And that's what's exciting, is the nuance. Oh, this house is fucking beautiful. Tsuyu was tragic as hell, and it was, what made that so good was, there's some parts that were a little bit wonky. Like the memory loss, while we got a chance to know her a little bit better, it wasn't what we had hoped for. But the story was heart-wrenching. Ooh, excuse me. Now, I'm gonna say something, and I hope you guys understand, but after this dungeon, we will end the stream. Okay, I know I typically go 3 hours. However, the honest answer is that this is, for the next little while, we may be doing stuff a little differently while getting used to. Stuff. My return and stuff. The reason why is because my husband's still not sleeping the night. Which lovingly means that I'm up most of the night. So we're still not there yet. And I mean, he's very independent in the sense that, like, he can use the washroom, he can, like, I'm not going into super duper duper detail, but he can't, like, get out of bed by himself. He can't, like, place a pillow under his legs by himself. And he can't, like, basically he can't bend a whole lot other than sitting. So, like, put a pair of socks on. He can't do that. And he won't for a little while. Like, that's just the normality of it. He's walking with a walker right now, which he's walking good. Nothing wrong. Everything's great. But, like, think about it. Going to the washroom in the middle of the night. Sleeping on the sleeping bit, he's having a hard time. Like, his pain, right? So going to the washroom in the middle of the night, if a pillow falls while he's on his side, well, he needs help with that. If, yeah, stuff like that is what he needs help with right now. We're WoW players coming in as Sprouts. We love it. We love it. Sprouts, I love you. I love seeing Sprout adventures. I love seeing Sprouts in the comments. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And it's not a bad thing. That's what we want, remember? If a Warcraft player is like, hey, I'm waiting for this new patch, I'm gonna go play some Final Fantasy XIV, try it out, or, you know, that's exactly what we want. So, variety is the spice of life, and we want you to have as much fun as possible. Have fun. Enjoy it. And I love hearing about Sprout adventures. Oh, he's slightly mobile. Like, I mean, he uses the washroom by himself. It's a hall, so he walks the hall a couple times. He was so excited today. He was in enough. He's in less and less pain sitting down. those of you who've had surgery before, you know that your first few days, because you kind of go from like laying down, okay, to standing, to back to bed, and you kind of rotate based on pain levels. So he's starting to be able to whatchamacallit, to sit more. So instead of just eating his meals sitting down, he's now like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna sit here and talk for a little bit longer. And today, and this is the exciting part, he actually got to play some video games. He actually, ended up, whatchamacallit, he actually ended up, playing Fallout 4. I mean, we're not talking about great amount of time. We're talking 20 minutes, half hour, but like, he got to do it. He's pretty excited about that. It's alright, we'll make it. No big deal. We're trying hard, and that's all that matters. This is how you learn, by fucking up. There you go, she's getting it. Over. We gotta take some of these out now. We got it. Oh, absolutely. However, there were some like really mean Twitter comments earlier in the bunch that were saying exactly that. Like, oh no, don't learn. You're bad for learning. You're like, really, Queen? Really? Grow the fuck up. Don't go wall to wall or you're wasting people's time. Fuck you. Like, straight up fuck you. No, you're not. Take your time. Take your time because you want to. Take your time because, you know what? Fuck it, you want to enjoy it. Wait, did they change this fight? This isn't the same at all. I feel like there's been some changes. Oh, absolutely. And if you want to wall to wall, you absolutely can. Nothing wrong with that. But if you don't, it is also very cool. You do you. And hope the healer can keep up. This is true. Oh, we got a floor tank. Alright, here we are. Well, this fight got a lot more fun, honestly. It's really not that bad. Da 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 da, PB, yeah. Nope, don't want that. What's this? Here we go. Woo! Shit got real here. Lots of bombs. Stay the fuck away from those. Alright, here we go. Holy Christ! The big fucker already! Alright, I love that. I used to call this the Skyrim dungeon because at the end it looks like Skyrim. I'll show you exactly where and you'll be like, you're so right. Once in a while, like, I'm right. Okay, where now? Oh, there's the big guy. Alright. Come on, take him out. Oh, look at the name of that guy. His name is Hazel Meow Meow. Oh, right here, right here. Do you see? Look, the table, the random mage. You can't tell me that don't look like Skyrim. And then the random little baby dragons. Like, no, that's Skyrim. Not up for debate, that is Skyrim. I mean, you can debate it if you want. I'm joking, obviously. Telling ya. Come on, take him out. Go now, we're talking. And gone. Open the doors to oblivion. Get it? Oblivion and the Skyrim dungeon? Ah! See what I did there? I'm kidding. I hope they didn't change this fight. This fight was fun. Jumpy, jumpy. Okay, this one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Because this is the one fight that made sense. You know what I mean? It had its own little thing. Oh shit! I thought I stepped out of that. I guess you gotta do it right away. Well, healer's gonna have a real fucking fun time. Yep, I'm working on my songs. We're doing good. Okay, let's get you all... Wait! What was that? What? I don't know what happened. There had to have been a way to tell. I'll have to look at it again. Okay, let's see. Alright, come on. Let's put some damage into this guy. Okay, which one is it? They're all purple. Can't tell which is which. They were all purple. Oh, purple. I did. Okay. They definitely changed this fight. This is going to be a tough fight. Yeah, wow, this fight has changed significantly. All right. They're still all fucking purple. Ugh. All purple. There we go. I'm over this. Okay. Yeah, they're all fucking purple. Ugh. Come on. Just hope I kill it in this shot. That's all we can do. Okay, follow the group. Fuck are they going? I don't get it. No. Okay. And the healer gets reported. Oh, no. Alright, let me go. Support desk. History. Contact us. Report harassment. Harassment. Language. I can't see the difference between them. I can't. I physically can't. I did not see. They were all purple. They were all the same. Foul language. That's okay. Hold on. I hate this incredibly. I know I've said this before. It is 9:41 p.m. ATL. Snowcloak. Details of violation. Healer not a fan of players not understanding new mechanics. Too old dungeon. Use profanities / insulted players. Snowflake. It's the fucking truth. Stand near us or I won't heal you. Finish. Fuck you! You want to act like a child? We'll treat you like one. Again, the only comment that I have is that this game is difficult to report players. It should be significantly easier. My poor experiences in a dungeon are rare. And as you guys see, if you guys were watching me type that in, they weren't that extreme. But how do you maintain good experiences in dungeons? Report them. They want to be dicks? Report them. Let Square Enix deal with that. No. If you want to be a prick, do it. And no, I still do not see a difference between the blue and the purple thing. I really did not. I was following the group. Hold on, let me see. Target filters. So yeah, I feel bad for nobody. Not even like, I do not feel even a little bit bad. Y'all want to be a dick? I lose. Listen, I'm gonna sleep real good tonight. But they'll have to learn how to behave in a social game the hard way. But yeah, no, I highly recommend the report button every single time someone acts like a prick. Absolutely. There's no need for you to walk into a game of any kind that you pay good money to have fun in for someone to be an asshole and ruin that for you. Zero excuses for that. Listen, no, I pay $20 a month to play this game. I will not have some butthole act like a butthole. No way, no how, not happening. Nah. Protect your space. If someone's being a prick, report them. Square Enix, make it easier. Okay, I'm fine with the typing of things. But you should be able to right click on someone's name and click report, scroll down to what they did, and then type in what they actually did and hit submit. If you want the infractions to come in and be more accurate, how many people do not report something because it's a pain in the ass to report it? And it is. You got to look for it. A ruler across your fingers. Oh, I honestly think getting banned or getting warned is a whole lot more fun because then you know, like. But I guess people don't learn too. So I don't know. The ruler never worked for kids back then either, so who knows? Who knows? Either way, we're going to actually end it there for the night. Again, you get a bad experience, report it. Don't deal with that bullshit. You don't need that stress in your life. Report the shit out of it. However, I'm going to go to sleep. So, thank you so much for coming back. Hopefully, we'll have some new streams next week. I am planning on returning to a real schedule. So, next week, we're hoping to stream 3 times. If I miss 1 or 2, you know why. I'm still kind of working through the schedule, but it should be getting better over time. In the meantime, though, thanks so much for being here. Have a legendary night, and I can't wait to see you guys again on the next one. Bye. I really couldn't.